All right. We're live, guys. So today I'm gonna be doing casting some of your games. All right. So you can just go there to the Discord channel and you can share me your games, preferably 1v1 because the team games are like the caster mode there is just really bad. So 1v1s we can do. All levels are welcome, of course, like bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond, conqueror, any level welcome. If you want your game to be cast, just make sure to join the link. Hey James, how you doing? I can cast team games. Yeah, we can try. We can try to cast. We can try to cast one. Like if you have a 1v1, that will be nice. But if you have also a team game, we can also do that. I know there are a lot of people who play team games here. So yeah, sure. Just go to the Discord and share me your link, and we can do that. We can do that for sure. All right. I think I can put this here. There you go. Much better. Much better. Oh, I put the Discord link on the there on the comments, on the pink comments. You can check there what's the link. Okay, so let me check. Hey Jay, how you doing? Yeah, of course. You can take a look for a 1v1. Take your time. We have time. So Discord link. I already put a pin comment in the chat, but in case you miss it, there you go. Yeah, the reason I ask you to join the Discord because there you can send me more details like the screenshot. One thing you can do, it's go here to AOE 4 world. So what I can do is just look for your games here. So for example, I can check Louis. Right. And you can just tell me which game you want. Like for example, this one, you can tell me like, oh, the one on Hill and Dale against this one, blah blah blah. Obviously, I won't spoil the results on the stream. That's why I have this camera, so you don't see the results. Obviously, it will be nice if you can just put as a spoiler there. I mean, we're going to figure out how to do that. We're going to figure that out, but just bear with me for the time being. Another thing that I need to do Oh, never mind. Just have it. Water holes. Okay. Okay, I got it. Just bear with me. Production one man army here. All right. One thing I wanna do. Yeah. Just like that, guys. All right. So it's done. First game. It's first game. We got Turtlet Song and the Couch Commander. Love that game. Love that name. Against the Shiny Pants. Shiny Pants playing as the Ayubites and Bandy 000 playing as the Ruse. Let's take a look at Couch Commander point of view. We are in water holes and we got the French and English, guys. This is a very, by the way, this is the, let me take a look at the leak here. Just bear with me for a second. Okay, so we are in the Silver League, I guess. So we're gonna speed up a bit. It's quite a long game, to be honest. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So basically against Ruse, Ayubites, obviously very strong saves. Love the opening here. It's like this guy have a build order. Let's take a look at the French. Actually, not bad at all. Already there. Oh, actually, this silver and bronze leagues, man. These are scary. These are scary leagues. Like the fact that you guys have actually a build order here. I love it. So we will be seeing. Let me take a. Hold on a minute here. Where is the volume? There you go. So. We got the School of Cavalry for the Couch Commander. Already there, ready for harass Bandy. Bandit not aging up yet. There you go. Carmling defending the gold and a little bit of the wood line. I will be surprised if one of you guys actually go for the water here. I will be very, very surprised. Like water is requires a lot more APM, a lot more thinking. So I will be surprised if either one of you players go here to the water. Anyway, green player already have the Gremlin here, so he's gonna be able to protect his gold, the wood line. Meanwhile, Shiny Pants going for the stone there. No clue what he wants to do. Meanwhile, Koch Commander waiting for instruction. Already have a wall here. Looks like he's gonna go for the stone. Gonna get that second TC. Actually have a knight. Looks like he's gonna get ready for harassing his opponent. Gonna be trying to take down the scout. Not gonna happen, my friend. Not today. Meanwhile, the Council Hall. A landmark that can't scare the opponents. As soon as you see that, you know the Lombo Rush is here. Very, very good combo. Now, the Ruse does have a very, very solid position. He already have the walls here. A wooden fortress, actually. Both players playing very defensively. It's gonna be almost impossible to get into the Ruse base. So, let's see if Koch Commander Turtle's song. Tortlet. I need to do a tongue twister here. Tortlet song. Just look at that. Early farms already there. Let's see if both guys actually try to harass Shiny Pants, because Shiny Pants is kind of exposed here. I already have a couple of archery ranges. Stable. Getting ready for action. Meanwhile, Koch Commander going for that second town center next to the gold. Already have the deer. Both players ignoring the water. All the players actually ignoring the water. Meanwhile, there's a raider waiting for commands. Meanwhile, more walls are coming here. We have a aggressive walling coming up from purple. Just have the map already wall, getting that map control. Meanwhile, English living the time of his life. Not need to go out in the map, just having some farms. Desert Raider managed to take down a villager, but Desert Raider actually goes down somehow. I actually didn't see how fast it went down. Oh, looks like... Oh, actually, all the players just building those walls. Alright. Alright, we buy those. We buy those. All the players actually playing very defensively. Almost all the map will be wall at this point. Our English player not really using the best of his capabilities. Only four Lombos so far. Meanwhile, the Koch Commander using those resources, getting those walls up. Farm transition ready for him. It's kind of like the thing we see in the lower leagues, especially around the Gold League, the Silver League, the Bronze. We all like to play very defensively, right? I love it. I remember when I used to play with my friends when we just started the game like a year ago. We just like, hold on, guys. Let me build my empire first before we attack. That's the way we do it. And it's almost fully wall. Like, you guys are kind of coordinating here. Like, okay, I build a wall here. Is this an opening? No, this is there is a tree here. It looks like Shiny Pants. It's gonna go for harass now. He has plenty of production buildings actually. 3 stables, 1 barracks, 2 archery range. Gonna say I'm not gonna lose my time here. Wall's taking too long. Meanwhile, the Rus are ready with some early knights. And the White Tower going out to let the sun. Very defensive landmark, protecting the foot. Meanwhile, the Rus going to harass here. Still a little opening. Not enough time for the Koch commander to close the gap here, and the knight managed to get inside. Let's see if he will manage to kill a villager or two. Looks like it died before it does something. Koch commander actually trading in the back of the base. Amazing coordination between these two guys. Actually, now remember the trade when you build a trade post here from your friend, it actually gives you less gold compared to the neutral trade post. So it will, I mean, it's technically further, so we will need to test which one give better trade. But so far, traders, 7 traders so far, just having a lot of gold in the bank. A lot of gold. Meanwhile, our IUBIT player still trying to get inside. A couple of Mangonels here. Just get out of here, my friend. Get out of here. Oh, Shiny Pants with a English complex or things. You know, farms are the way here. Army, not ready for that. We need food first. Now the knights will come for harass. Too many spearmans for the Koch commander. Decides to retreat, and now the man-at-arms are on the mix. Now let's take a look at the army value. 12 military units for the Koch commander. 6 for Bandy 0000. Tortletle 20 units, and Shiny Pants 22 units. So they're pretty much equal. Shiny Pants obviously with the military advantage. It's been pumping units, have the production buildings. Meanwhile, Koch commander already aging up with the guild hall. Gonna get those free resources. Feeling very safe in his base. Now, if there's something that he won't need in the future, it's gold. Gold is plenty for a Koch commander. 4,000 gold can basically go to Imperial Age 4 times with this. It's actually aging up with one villager. He's taking his time, not in a hurry. Not in a hurry. Meanwhile, Shiny Pants still deciding, should I attack or not? Every time I go there, I find man-at-arms. He doesn't have any crossbows, so basically man-at-arms are just gonna melt everything that you see here. So you just go for it, you know? At this point, you see this army, you just go for it, just attack. The best thing you can do in the lower leagues is just attack. Attack and attack. And look at the Bandy, age 4 already. With that Spasskaya Tower. It's gonna be allowing him to actually build stone walls for his base. Building some knights. Let's take a look at his base. Plenty of production also there for him. They're usually pretty aggressive, but this time decide to boom. I can see that. I can see that. And now Red Palace already there, using the gold wisely. Now the Red Palace actually helps you to stay in the game longer. Just because your town centers, I don't know if you know this, but all your town centers will actually have an arbalest emplacement. So they do quite a lot of health, and the Red Palace does quite a lot of, have a lot of attack actually. Quite a lot, so they're actually very, very safe here. You're not gonna die anytime soon. You have plenty of knights. Rams. Gonna go there. try to take down the Red Palace. Not gonna happen. Look at the damage of that Red Palace. Finally, see some players fight. Koch Commander trying to take down both players. His teammate not there yet. You know what? Let me have some mangonels first. He's going there with the expensive army. Mangonels, man-at-arms, Springles. Mangonels actually will do very well against everything that you see here. Couple of trebuchets already there to take down the Red Palace, and finally teammates together. Gonna deal with those spearmen. Meanwhile, more rams are gonna be built for heal. It's like more siege as well. This is scary. Now let's take a look at the villager production. Actually, 108 economic units, not bad at all for this league. Not bad at all. And now the siege starts. Looks like Koch Commander gonna build another keep next to this one, just in case. Now the good thing about the Red Palace, like, you only need wood to repair it. So even if it goes down and you put some emplacements here, you get the emplacements back. Now Elite Royal Knights gonna go there. Have a serious fight here. Let the Sun a little bit late to the party with the mangonels, but already there, ready to cause some damage. Imperial Age already there for Let the Sun. Looks like it's gonna be the Berkshire next to the big gold vein. And all elite knights. Let's take a look at the upgrades. First off, there is a camel around here, so all these knights are actually doing much less damage. Looks like the knights will focus on the siege first, but looks like lost all the knights so far. Like, it's gonna be focusing on elite knights. Red Palace still trying to survive, and looks like Teal and Grain will just go there. And Koch Commander economy in danger right now. A couple of knights already inside, but looks like they will be taking down some units from yellow here. Managed to take down the Mangonel, and 3 rams already there. These guys are pretty much determined to take down the Red Palace. Trebuchet, not the best unit against some infantry, but if you do have the upgrade, you can get shattering projectiles to get this area effect, and actually you can do some decent damage there. But the camels are gonna take down the siege, and the knights are already there raiding. Mangonel gonna go down, and looks like this tower is just gonna be preventing any kind of attack. You're gonna need some bombards to deal with this one. This one already comes with all the emplacements, so it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying, really. Meanwhile, our English friend, not enough farms, my friend, not enough farms. Let's take a look at how many villagers. 80 villagers, not bad. Not bad at all at this point. Gonna need way more farms. Need way more farms. Let's take a look at only 10 on food. You need way more food to produce this army. Way more food. Let's take a look at the Koch Commander. Have plenty of farms. 35 on food. If you want to produce knights, you need at least 50, I think, because these guys are really expensive. Already have quite a lot of upgrades are there. Knights here. Just gonna be passing more knights now. And these guys do have some extra attack upgrades, so they're gonna be a little bit better than the Royal Knight. Especially because you don't have Royal Bloodlines. These Knights are just gonna be dying really soon. You need the Royal Bloodlines. You can have it in your blacksmith. Sorry, university. You need a university. That's one of the things when I started the game. The university was really... not really... the thing I always forget to build a university. It's one of those things. Because it's just too many buildings, you know. It looks like you're gonna go for a raid here. Koch Commander gonna get spotted. It's gonna be finding a small army here, gonna deal with that very easily. Looks like no stone walls here for the player. Both players actually trading, so... looks like Koch Commander gonna pull back for now. English just building mass mangonels. And a second attempt to take down the Red Palace. It's already here. The Rams are gonna go down very quickly. But Trebuchet already doing damage. And looks like Green is just committed to take down the Red Palace again. More units here on the choke point again, and now English comes with the 5 Rams. 5 Rams, this is the moment you all be waiting for, guys. 5 Rams here are gonna take down the army. I know you can use these Rams. These Mangonos, sorry. These Mangonos are just gonna be a game changer, but you just need to use the Mangonos. Your friend needs help. Send the Mangonos, there you go, Mangonos, game changing unit. And the Mangonos are now exposed to the army, not like this. All the Mangonos are going down here. But so does the enemy Mangonos. Now, Mangonos don't do really well against Knights. They do very well against infantry, especially non-armor units. And looks like Siege is gonna go down for bot players. Now, Spasskaya Tower. It's like it's not gonna go down. You need a cannon for this one. You need a cannon. You need to react to your opponent. Your opponent is pretty much a spearman, knight. You can just go for some hand cannoneers and spearman for yourself, and you're gonna have a much better time. Alternatively, your teammate can also do that for you, and you just focus on the knights. Mangonels again. Looks like yellow focusing on a lot of Mangonels now. There you go, Mangonel doing work here. Meanwhile, no royal bloodlines for these knights. These knights could have like almost 100 more HP each one of them. And now Green is going for a raid. I think probably it's gonna be disgusting. It could have gotten worse, to be honest. It could have gotten worse. Green's already there. Meanwhile, purple and yellow pushing once again. Trade. It's gonna get harassed. It's gonna be losing quite a lot of traders. And Mangonels once again in the front line. Looks like you're gonna lose the Mangonels here again. Pulls back. This is a Mangonel fiesta, man. English believe the only way to win a fight is with Mangonels. And you know how many Mangonels you have here? It used to be like 10. Probably like 10 Mangonels here. Now the trade is gonna stop. Only 9 traders so far. Not enough traders for sure for the late game. You still have some gold here. English doesn't really need gold, but you need the farms. And green doing a really good job at harassing the economy. Sacred Site. Completely ignore. And now green. Finally. Gonna be going down. But not so without taking the life of those traders. It's gonna be a huge loss in the economy. Huge loss. Meanwhile, another keep built here. Horseman, not really the best unit. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the Ayubit base. He's having the time of his life for sure. No one can harass this guy. Stonewall's pretty much everywhere. And Horseman go for a raid that actually takes down some villagers. Let's take a look at the supply. So, yellow, 134. Shiny Pants, 180. Koch Commander, 121. The Bandy, 188. So definitely we're having a big supply difference from the green and the teal players. Just gonna be really tough position. It's almost 100 population difference. Look at the red palace, man. You cannot take this with rams. You cannot take this with rams. You need a bombard. You need a trebuchet. I'm sure that a teal is like, I cannot ram this guy. I just can't. Meanwhile, yellow believe Mangonels is the only way here, and he's gonna prove it to us once again that the Mangonels are actually the way they're gonna turn this game around. Meanwhile, Abbasid with a lot of horsemen here. Looks like they're not gonna be able to do much. Hand cannoneers this time ready for some action, ready to protect those Mangonels. Not gonna happen again. Mangonels doing quite a lot of damage here. Now hand cannoneers doing a really good job. Now just gotta keep pushing. Now yellow murdering teal army at the same time. Another knight trying to harass the trade. And looks like these are plenty of Mangonels to take down the Stonewall. Let's see. It's gonna take some time, but they're gonna be there. But be careful with the horsemen. The horsemen are gonna be able to snipe all the Mangonels. Hand cannoneers not in the right position. And now the Mangonels are just gonna go down. More horsemen coming here. More Mangonels going down, and that's really expensive. Hand cannoneers, very good unit. Just need to leave them before the Mangonels, and at the same time, green goes pretty much for the kill now. It's already down. Red Palace is down, and green is just pushing into the enemy base, causing more damage. Economically, no units are gathering food here, meaning no units will come from the Koch Commander. Meanwhile, Turtlet the Sun with more Mangonels. The knights, finally, royal bloodlines are already there. Stretzy gonna take down some knights. Meanwhile, more Mangonels going down by the horseman. Unfortunately, no units there to protect the Mangonels. Such an expensive army. Red Palace trying to be rebuilt, but it's not gonna happen. Meanwhile, more Mangonels come out of nowhere here, ready to take down all the green army. How many Mangonels you need, sir? 9. Meanwhile, a keep for the Rus to solidify his position here. There's quite a lot of man-at-arms and knights. And they're gonna go down, all of them, with the power of the Mangonels, but the Mangonels again, with not enough units to defend those. Mangonels are going down. More horsemen on the flank. Meanwhile, Yellow trying to connect the walls here from the opponent and his own walls. And Green loses his army once again, thanks to the red palace emplacements. But now you're fighting against under the Spatskaya tower. Tell you what you need to do here. Go here. Destroy this wall. Murder everything you see here. That's how you get back into this game. There is a place to go there and do some damage. This choke point is really hard. This tower here is just gonna do so much damage. Now Horseman is gonna be dealing with more damage. Tutletesan not gonna be able to build a keep here. But now the Berkshire just do pretty much what Berkshire does best. I love this wall. Just pretty much, you know what, Stonewall's not really complete, so we're gonna finish it with wooden walls. That's all we need. That's a lot of villagers. That's a lot of villagers. And meanwhile, Green goes again for another harassment, meaning more units are coming down. Supply 121. And looks like he's gonna go directly for the trade. 27 traders. This is gonna be devastating. Red Palace. Not up yet. More battering rams gonna take down the Red Palace, and this time hand cannoneers already joined the party. Mangonels are already there to take down all those hand cannoneers, but looks like no units around the Mangonels gonna be taken down once again. Never mind, hand cannoneers are already there, but at the same time, Green taking down the trade route, losing all the gold that there is in this game. There's no more gold in the game, only gold. The only gold that can be acquired, it's from the trade, and the trade is being exposed here. Koch Commander needs to deal with the trade, but at the same time needs to save his friend. It's like they keep pushing in this side. Mangonels, it's just not gonna be enough, and sends the Royal Knights here. 3 trebuchets. That's what he needs to take down the keep here. And looks like there is plenty of units to defend the keep. To defend the trebuchets. Now more horsemen gonna be going for more harassment, and meaning no food for the Koch Commander. Koch Commander in 0 actually already surrender. Anyway, the English thinking he can 2v1. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, my friend. It's too much army. But it was a nice try. It was a nice try for sure. Love the Mangonel play. Well played by all these players. Man, the Bronze League actually very scary. Actually very scary. To be honest, the Bronze League, in my times, maximum population 30. 30 villagers, 2 knights. That's pretty much what you got with the Bronze League these days. Man, thanks for sharing the game. Thanks for sharing the game. Let's see if we have another game. Alright, so White Knight. It's gonna show us that there is potential in the Dark Age. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good match. Now, White Knight came to prove here that the Dark Age is the best age. He's gonna prove us whether or not that may be true. Probably there is potential in the Dark Age that we haven't seen yet. Guys, if you want your game to be casted, then just follow the link on the Discord and you can just share me your ID there. Make sure your match it's public and we can do some casting. Can you rate my gameplay? I think I can do that. Maybe. I'm not such a good player myself. I'm not a pro. I'm not a beginner either, but depending on what league you are, maybe I can give you some advice. All right. So we got another game. Let's see. What these guys have. All right, so in the color teal, playing as the Chinese, it's Rick Power. In the color pink, playing as the Abbasid dynasty, it is White Knight. And in the color purple, playing as the English, it is Farmer J. Accurate name, to be honest. Accurate name. Meanwhile, the opponent in the color orange, playing as the Mongol, it is Chara. The color blue, playing as the Japanese, is Super Wang Wai. And in the color yellow, playing as the Ottoman. Now let's see if I can read this. I cannot. This is Li Taida. Li Taida, and that's all I can read. It's our Chinese player. Welcome everybody. We got some action here. I already have some barracks out there for Rick Power. Abbasid actually going for, there's plenty of fish here. There's plenty of fish. So water shall not be ignored. But we already have some action here. Farmer J doing a toxic move here, sending the English man-at-arms, and looks like they already have a target. So probably they're gonna be splitting. They're gonna be splitting. Obviously, Chinese don't have the options for the man-at-arms, but they're gonna work with the spearman. Dog are already there for the Mongol player, so Dog gonna get a little bit of harassment here. Now Mongol, if he puts the TC here in the middle, he can protect the wood line and the dog. He just needs to move it. Let's see if he will move it or not. Meanwhile, English man-at-arm are already there to take down the dog. Amazing start. Or it's gonna take down the life of this villager. Villager going back now. At the same time, Rick Power already there with the spearman. All these players, they think they need some time to boom. There's no time here. Meanwhile, barracks coming up for our Abbasid friend. It's gonna be probably dealing with blue. Okay, I get it now. Teal dealing with orange. Just everyone deal with the one you have in the middle. Dog is gonna get contested here, and the town center is not gonna be moved. We have a lazy Mongol player here. This can be easily be protected with the town center moving here, but it's not gonna happen. Meanwhile, a tower, an outpost coming for the Chinese player. Let's take a look at their vision. Manatams already there. Gonna be causing some chaos here in the Ottoman base. Look at the man at arms just tanking the TC fire. He don't care. He don't care. Now that's the beauty of playing English here. You can just... Oh my god. The English rush with the tower. An outpost here. Gonna be denying the gold. And there's nothing you can do about it, because these villagers do have arrows. Do not dare to take down the English villagers. Meanwhile, the Mongol player actually moving the town center, but being blocked by the spearman. And now with the own villagers, don't let the Mongol player actually build the town center. Spearman blocking the town center. And hope the Mongol player cannot go up. Oh my god. And now the villagers just need to fight here. You know who's actually blocking the town center? The sheep. The sheep is blocking the town center. And now the Mongol without villager production just needs to fight. Just get all the villagers. You can win this fight. But you need to get all of them. And town center finally gonna be up. At the same time, English already denying the gold here. Sultanahid Trade Network going up for the Ottoman player. Having a rough day for sure. Having a rough day. Meanwhile, the Abbasid player building around the Dark Age. The only civilization that can do that, as well as the Ayyubids. It's gonna be ramming that dog, denying all the potential food. Meanwhile, the hero that they need, it's gonna be the Japanese. Japanese, so far, is not being harassed. He has the potential. You know what? I'm gonna go castle, and I'm gonna beat your ass. That's what the Japanese needs to do. The question is he far from Castle Age? He's halfway there. He is halfway there. He went for a shinobi. Let's see if those shinobis are actually gonna do something here. But another outpost already there for Farmer J. Just gonna be building outposts everywhere. Dog already here. It's gonna be taking down this dog at the same time. An outpost already there for the Chinese. Meanwhile, Silver Tree, I don't know where he wants to trade, probably here. But looks like the dog will go down. Man-at-Arms still alive. Amazing value from this single Man-at-Arms. Now this is a lot of villagers on stone, and the Man-at-Arms are already here. A Spearman gonna be taking the life of those villagers. Blue, on the meantime, is he about to age up? Let's take a look. Just 200 more food. I'm sure he's like, it's okay guys, I'm going Castle Age. You guys, can you guys keep up against the aggression until I get a rich castle? I'm sure that's his plan. Probably his teammates hating him at this moment. But another ram coming up for the Abbasid. And more barracks coming up for all the players. Single barracks there for Farmer J. A single barracks there for Chinese. Chinese can actually build a lot of outposts around this area. Uvu's gonna get denied. There's plenty of spearmen here. And I feel like Chinese has the advantage that he can actually build really fast. And these outposts, if you get the emplacements, you can actually do a lot of damage. There's plenty of the spearman here. Another barracks. It's gonna be the English barracks. Proxy barracks next to the Mongol base. Well, the Mongol, in theory, he should be fine, but these outposts are just gonna be a nightmare for him. And looks like the town center is gonna get us around here. Is he gonna get us around? You can surround this town center. You just need to walk here, stop it from actually deploying, and the Japanese just living the time of his life, you know. Mount Samurai coming up for him, and this is the time where I can feel there can maybe a comeback. We know these guys are playing in the Dark Age for quite a long time. This is the Darkest Age. At the same time, 5 rams is gonna take down the Ottoman player, and no villager around here. This town center is gonna go down. At the same time, he greedy play. He tries to go to the castle age. Oh my god, that's very greedy, my friend. Like, you're already being harassed since the Dark Age. You wanna go to the castle age? Whew. Town center finally gonna get deployed, but gets surrounded by the spearman mass and the man-at-arms. Looks like town center not gonna go up. It is Super 1Y against the world here. Now, a single Mount Samurai can do a lot of damage here. Now, why I don't like the Mount Samurai is because obviously your opponent has spearmen, and that's his only choice. And looks like the landmark, it's gonna get denied. At the same time, Chinese Mount Samurai not gonna be doing the best work here. Another landmark going down. Meanwhile, town center cannot deploy. Another outpost from the Mongol player, but it's not gonna happen. Let's take a look at these guys' vision. Guys have outposts pretty much everywhere. Gonna get the deer here. Man-at-arms. There's gonna be plenty of those. And town center not gonna be able to deploy. It's about to go down. Looks like town center will survive for now. But Abbasid just spanking in the ass of the Ottoman player. Just building more rams. The only civilization that can build rams in the Dark Age. Taking full advantage of staying in the Dark Age. Meanwhile, spearman still not the best amount at this point in the game. Or already 11 minutes into the game, not the best amount of a spearman, for sure. And now, the trade. Ottoman player, pretty much dead. Samurais, not the best choice here. You just need... Actually, to be fair, the Japanese player could have be the hero of the game. But he decided to go Mount Samurai. And you know what happens to the Mount Samurai against Dark Age Spearman? Exactly this. If you had the Samurai, there's no one that can actually kill you. No one. You even have the water here. Teal, I've been losing some villagers. He says, it doesn't matter. My job is done here. Actually, Teal only having 24 economic units and 14 military units. Dark Age Spearman not gonna be the best against Castle Age units, to be honest. But he doesn't have the numbers yet. Ottoman player pretty much dead, and looks like the Abbasid, the whitest knight, is gonna be ramming the Japanese and what is left of the Mongol player, going there with pretty much how many rams you have here. 7 rams. There's no way you can stop this. 7 rams gonna go directly to the town center. And now he's pulling all the villagers here. Spearman gonna be dealing with everything that you see here. Town center got upgraded, so it's gonna be having quite a lot more HP, a little bit of defense at the same time. Atil coming there to secure the wing here. Town center gonna go down. There's still too many rams here and not enough people. Not enough units to take down the rams. Trader with a location disorder with only 3 gold. With only some pennies. Japanese loses the town center. Still has the dock. Still has some gold. But looks like this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Production is gonna get now target here. Plenty of spearmen for the opponent team. Not gonna be able, not gonna be allowing those villagers to actually take down the rams. Look at the Dark Age spearmen. Actually, they don't do much damage. They only do like plus 18. But it is honest work, to be honest. It is honest work. Sable gonna be going down, and the last production building with the Yoroshiro inside is gonna be the archer range. But it's just too many spearmen. It's just too many. Let's take a look at the Abbasid base. This guy is like, this is the most complex Dark Age I've ever seen. Like, so many production buildings in the Dark Age. Even Golden Age in the Dark Age. Can't get better than this. Rams gonna be taking down the Koka Township, and the Spearman's just gonna be torching that floating gate. Ram says, "Excuse me, sir. Think you need some help?" Floating gate gonna be down, and the town center still cannot deploy. Mongol player have been bullied the whole time. Ottoman will never recover from this. And now the forge is gonna be taken down. Looks like the last economic building. It's gonna be the dogs. Sneaky dog here. Actually, a couple of relics in the corner of the map. It's gonna be sending all his units, but unfortunately, the landmarks are all taken down. This is the last landmark. A single town center getting bullied by the man-at-arms. Come on. Come on, man. Just focus on the town center. That's the last landmark. Abbasid knows what he's doing. The White Knight. This guy just knows what he's up to. And the town center down, and all enemy landmarks destroyed. Well played by these players. Dark Age aggression should be the meta on 3v3 games, probably. All right. Oh man, I enjoyed this game a lot. I enjoyed this game. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I'm gonna have some candies here. I don't know exactly what it says, but it's for the throat. Sometimes casting these games for a long time it's quite exhausting. So before we go for the next one, I'm gonna I'm gonna get one of these. I can open it. There you go. All right. Thank you, James, for sharing the game. White Knight. Love it. Love the last game. Was really, really cool. Was really, really cool. Frame. Am I playing today? No, I'm not playing today. I'm just casting some games for you guys. Be chilling in the weekend. What takeaways from my game will you say could help us? So that game was the 2v2 against the English. So obviously, at that league, just produce units. Produce units. Like, go to Feudal Age, just produce units no matter what. Don't stop producing units. Don't stop producing villagers. Do whatever it takes to do both, and you're gonna win all the games. All the games. 100% guarantee. Alright, so there is another game that they put on the Discord. But I don't know if Felipe of Fire is here. Can cast that one for sure. Okay, let's go for the Leon. There are many Leons actually. That's why I need the AoE 4 world link. But I guess you are online? If you are the one online, then that's the one I found. Just gonna wait a little bit until I finish my candy. Actually, it tastes very good. There are many De Leon players. That's why I need you to go to the Discord and send me your AoE 4 link. Just to be sure it's the same one. So here's the link. Oh, you know? Okay, so you just go for AoE4world.com and you just put your username there. So, just tell me, is the last game you did was on African waters? Okay. Okay. Actually gonna get another one. It's quite good. Okay, so let me see which one. So you play mainly Delhi, right? All right, so let's go for one game. All right. We got a game here. Let's get into it. So, we got the Leon playing as the Delhi Sultanate in the color teal against his opponent playing as the English in the color red. It's got a Delhi lover here, got an elephant. Now build order already sent some wood here. I guessing you will build a mosque. You don't need more wood for this for now. Already have enough for the mosque and the house. So I've sent these villagers way early here. Anyway, wheelbarrow already there. Free upgrades, gotta love them. Meanwhile, English gathering some wood for some reason. Now, I believe this is a tough one for the Delhi, because the English is just very hard to get inside their base. because their town center is like an AK-47. And they have Lombos. They have man-at-arms. Overall, English very, very hard to play against with. Let's see how things turn out here. Let's take a look at the scouting. Love the scouting. Miss a ship here. That way you don't miss the ships that much. It's like you... Because it looks like you're coming back for the ship. You just take a... set your macro setup, do the rally points, and forget about your town center for a while. Just focus more on the ship gathering, but looks like you're gathering a lot of sheep actually. Look at where is your opponent. Doesn't have as many sheep as you. Looks like all the sheep in this map is in this area apparently. There's nothing here. You gotta be careful not to deep dive into the English base there. I lose quite a lot of sheep, which you will need for sure in the future. Efficient production, love it. Piety, love it as well. And looks like the English already gonna be aging up with the Abbey of Kings. 5 villagers there. Gonna having a king. And they're probably to harass the daily economy. Well, the Leon already ready for aging up. Let's see which landmark he will go for. Probably Tower of Victory. Let's see. There you go, Tower of Victory already there. Alright, so we looks like we're gonna have a 2TC build coming for the English. Already starting to, you know, have my doubts about this one. Meanwhile, both of them, villager production, very good. Very, very good. By the way, I don't have access to AOE4 World because you don't share the link, so I cannot check like which league you are. Are you in the gold, in the plat, silver? Where you at? Just to have an idea of where this matchup can go. There you go, King already there. No rally point there for the Tiger, so it's gonna be directly outside of the base. Tower of Victory, finishing really soon. Love the villagers on the wood. Gotta be careful with not having enough villagers on foot. You need 4 on foot to sustain the villager production, just in case. Sometimes you can just put 3 if you know you have enough food. There you go. A stable already out. Gonna be getting some gassy raiders out. Meanwhile, Red Tiger taking everything one step at a time. Go to the stone, go to the wood. And probably can put a town center here next to the gold, just to be like extra safe. Or potentially next to the wood line, just to be sure you can produce units in the future. Gassy Raider, never mind, not a Gassy Raider, it's just a scout already there. Stable, producing the first Gassy Raider, archery range already here, and the King ready to harass the daily player. Not gonna... Look at the rally point. Just ready to take some villagers life, and looks like the King will arrive on time, does a charge and manage to take, looks like he will take down the villager. First villager of the game goes in favor of Red Tiger. Now, gotta be careful not to lose the knight here. The good thing about the king is that he can heal. So he can just go out. He's gonna be chilling. Emergency outpost just to protect the berries. Single knight, but all the damage that it caused. Meanwhile, second town center. It's gonna be next to the deer, actually. Horseman already here. It's gonna have some counter attack. Gonna be denying building the town center. Cancels the town center. Looks like he will need to build it close to his base now. And indeed, it's gonna be next to the woodlines. It's gonna be much safer. But he's gonna lose access to those deer. Doesn't matter because he's English. Scout looks like... I know this scout may go down. Never mind, actually managed to save the life of the scout. The king already almost healed. It's gonna be ready for another charge. Meanwhile, no spearman there for Leon. Already having the military advantage. Couple of gassy raiders looks for another raid. Not getting any villager kill, but it's causing some idle time. Meanwhile, more units popping here. Scholar already here in the archer range. Looks like we're gonna see a lot of archers. Meanwhile, barracks already there for the English player. It's gonna be having some spearmen against those gassy raiders. That's a lot of spearmen in queue. And the spearman is gonna be dealing with that gassy raider. Looks like not gonna be able to react on time. Gonna lose a gassy raider there. The bigger army is coming soon. Now, sacred sites in a really strange position, but they're very close to each other, which is very, very good for you. King managed to live another day. And a couple of sacred sites already here. Looks like this map only have 2 sacred sites. I don't see the third one. Archery range coming up for Red Tiger. Meanwhile, no farms for the English. This is an honorable English player. No mill, so they're gonna have a long distance wonder. Have plenty of food. A little bit of a macro issue. Like, this usually happens in the lower leagues. I believe the Leon is having a much better macro. Look at all his resources are being spent. And he does have a plan, you know? Have some units there. Is pumping some gassy raiders, pumping some archers, using all the resources. Town center idle for the Leon. The good thing is his opponent is also having an idle town center. Farms, not in the best position for the English. Looks like he's not aware of the bonuses that the farm actually give to the English. It's like the knight. Gonna be taking out those archers, and that's a lot of spearmen. Looks like the archers will go down. Single knight is enough to take down all these archers. Looks like spearmen are committed to actually take down those gassy raiders. Actually, you know what? I'm just coming back. Take down those archers. And now spearman numbers are not that scary anymore. More production coming for the English player. You can see he's struggling with all the things he needs to worry about at the same time. Meanwhile, the Leon gathering the deer. Villager production back to the game. Back to the game. Get those villagers. Plenty of sheep here. 15 sheep. That's quite a lot. That's a lot of food. You can sustain a big army with that. Meanwhile, do we see any scholar going to capture the sacred site? Do we have the upgrade? Yeah, we do have the upgrades for capturing the sacred site, so just gonna be sending a scholar here just to get the passive gold in the Feudal Age. Would be lovely. And now the English It's gonna go there with more Spearman and Lombos this time. Looks like the Leon is already committed to just a composition of just Horseman and Archer. And now Spearman managed to connect with the Gassy Raiders, getting a lot of damage from those Spearman. Lombos trying to deal with the Archers. And looks like English gonna be able to clean this up. And no scout for the English, so in the stealth forest he won't be able to see where the Leon went. Meanwhile, gathering deer here, amazing. Lots of food income, more Gassy Raiders. Villagers being queued. Villager production for Red Tiger activated as well. Gotta be careful with that. And the Leon is just pumping more units, just the way just daily does it. Early farm here, not really needed. I already have plenty of food here. You have the berries, you have the deer, you have an outpost, and you have army. So it's not like you're not. If an army comes here, your food is gonna get denied. He will have to fight your army first. So not really needed. This farm can be used for an extra archer or something, but it's always nice. It's always nice to have some farms in place. Now with 20 archers, things may change, and we do see a ram coming for our daily player. It's gonna be putting some aggression, putting some pressure into the opponent's base. Red Tiger already ahead on the villager count with 42 villagers, spamming villagers from both buildings. Never mind, it's finished. It looks like the ram is finished, but also all the army is here. Gassy Raiders nowhere near to be found, and the man-at-arms are actually gonna be tanking all the damage from those archers. Now the good thing is these archers are archers from Tower of Victory, so they are gonna be a little bit better. No +1 range attack coming for the Leon. Gonna be prioritizing the range attack, always the best upgrade you can get, because the DPS is constant here. You get the best benefit from the +1 range attack and +1 range armor. Then you can get the melee one. Now looks like the ram is just gonna be putting some pressure. Go directly to the Abbey of Kings. Not the best choice. Can try to take down his production. It's always very annoying when you don't have production, you don't have an army to produce, you know, just to counter your enemy. It looks like the ram will go down eventually. And now the Gassy Raiders gonna be doing some damage to the Lombos. Not enough Gassy Raiders on the field. But the Leon is just pumping units, despite being behind on villager count. Just keep pumping units. Looks like he's gonna go for another push. It's a long distance wander here. Meanwhile, English without any blacksmith upgrade. The good thing about Leon is that he doesn't really need those blacksmith upgrades. He already got them for free. Got double blacksmith actually. Now we have a couple of scholars, which are... Where are the scholars? Oh, there you go. Finally, gonna be capturing the sacred site. Where is the other one? I believe it's inside a building. There you go. It's inside the mosque. Just getting those upgrades quickly. The last two upgrades are gonna arrive for the Leon. And now he's ready with knighting archers. Couple of town centers. Pumping units once again. Lombos gonna be dealing some damage, but now with +1 range armor, he's able to stay longer here. This is the difference between having upgrades in the blacksmith and not having upgrades. Despite the Lombos being a stronger unit, These archers are doing fairly good here. And the Gassy Raiders go for a raid. Plenty of villagers in idle time and a lot of them going down. And now with the power of upgrades, Leon wins this fight against the Lombos. Economy is idle for the Red Tiger. At the same time, looks like a couple of archers are already here. Trying to deny the priest. Gonna go for the sacred site. Now it looks like archers are gonna be going down. More units coming soon for him. That's a lot of production buildings. 4 stables. 2 archery range. 3 archery ranges. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. I mean, it's great. It's great to see at this point in the game so much production. You're really gonna get a lot of value from this. Gassy Raider gonna go down very quickly under the outpost and the town center, but he did get some value out of this. Meanwhile, Red Tiger keep pumping those villagers. Scholar down, so he won't be able to capture the sacred site. Gassy Raiders just increasing in numbers, 16 so far. Scout's gonna spot the villagers. Let's see if the Leon actually does something about it. Looks like he will. He knows where the villagers are. And looks like his opponent doesn't think that he dares to go there. And I think this is gonna be a nasty raid. There's plenty of villagers going down. And looks like they're gonna go for another raid here. This time they're not gonna be afraid of the town center. There are plenty of them. It's gonna be a massacre here. Just 3 spearmen there. Never mind. 7 spearmen on the field, so you're gonna still be careful not to lose them. Archers still in a really good shape, building another ramp to put more pressure. Meanwhile, town center, pumping villagers, love it. Both players pumping villagers. These are elite players. The real gamers are found here on the matchmaking. And now the Gassy Raiders. 23 of them. Gonna go for another raid. All of them gonna be taking down that villager really fast. And the Red Tiger, despite being on 2 town centers, he's behind on the villager count. It's like more villagers going down here. Very nice raiding. Not staying too long in the base. Just a classic hit and run. And plenty of villagers are down so far in this game. 26 already. Meanwhile, archers already 29 on the field. A couple of rams already here. Can potentially build another 2 just to put a lot of pressure. Meanwhile, the Lombos go for the counter attack. They're gonna be able to find a villager. No upgrades for the Lombos, so they're gonna be throwing some weak arrows. Meanwhile, no spearman here, so Gassy Raiders could actually be doing quite a lot of damage. And indeed, there are a couple of those here. The king is gonna be helping the English, but he doesn't have much HP. Looks like the king will go down, but the Gassy Raiders also go down. Another raid happening here. Looks like this time he will deal with the spearman. Meanwhile, archers will find the lombos. Unfortunately, in the stealth forest, you don't see them. There you go. Now you see them. And now he needs to pull back. And a couple of rams just directly into the production of the English. 50 military units against 15. The Red Tiger suffering. Rebuild those walls, but it's too late. The Leon just raiding non-stop. He's been on fire with the raids today. Rams taking down the Abbey of Kings. And now they're gonna go for the second town center. This one is gonna go down fast. Archers taking down the reinforcements. No military units for the Red Tiger. And looks to me that this is already checkmate. And Red Tiger taps out. Well played by these two guys. Very good match. Very good match. Lovely to see different guilds. Love it. Just the fact that you just keep producing units. Hello Tony, how you doing? Hello Elming, how you doing, man? Just the fact that you just keep producing units, you can see how in these leagues. I'm gonna quote Valdemar for this one. He says that the best strategy is just to attack, because at the beginning, mechanically you're not very good, right? So if you can't produce units, if you can't produce villagers, all your strategies will just go down the toilet. Will just go down the toilet. That's why at the beginning just keep producing units, keep producing villagers, keep producing units non-stop, and focus on the macro. If you have too much wood, put them into food. If you have too much food, put them into wood. You're gonna Asia, go a little bit on gold, and just keep producing those units. Man, I need another candy here. Thanks for the game, man. I enjoyed. Aggression was good, man. Aggression was good. A lot of ratings, and you know when you rate, you like the opponent kind of like don't know how to react, or only you can only think of so many things at the same time, right? Especially in the lower league, you're already thinking like, what do I do? How do I build this? What's the hotkey? Not too many things, right? So as when you attack them, they just make mistakes, right? You just need to keep pumping units. Keep pumping units with Delhi until you have like a lot. Never forget to produce villagers. Keep pumping units, and I even think you can hit diamond like that. Really. Just like that. All right. Yeah, that's really good. If you can play defensive, a lot of players do. I do, for example. And defending is hard. Attacking is easier because you put the pressure into your opponent. In the lower leagues, that's the best. That's the best. Eventually, you can decide when to defend, when to attack, but for now, I think your playstyle really fits you. Really fits you. Alright, so let's find another game. We do have another one from Felipe of Fire between Conqueror 2 and 3. Says he has a good game. Sure, let's see. Oh, I'm not playing today. I've been playing the whole week. And the thing about YouTube is that I need to keep the the team consistent, I feel. Like like in Twitch I can just put like casted games and we decide to do something else. I just change the title and that's it. Looks like we have an Order of the Dragon game. This one is from Felipe of Fire. We're in the Conqueror 3 leagues. Early Conqueror 3. You know, there are different types of Conqueror 3 players. The ones in the 1800 ELO. The ones on the 2000 ELO. And the masters like the pros there with the 2200, 2300 ELO. Like Beastie, Wham, Demu. All those big names here. But anyway, let's get back into the game because now we have an Order of the Dragon game. We're gonna be seeing some Order of the Dragon action against Jive Music, playing as the French in the color pink. Look at that Lankinet. Is that a Lankinet? Yeah, that is a Lankinet. That's a Lankinet lover. We are in Gorge, a map that I think a lot of people are trying to figure out how to scout this map. All the ship is here. That's how it is. Sometimes you have one ship here, but once you know that, some people have a really good start with the double scout here, where you can just scout in this area and scout in that area. Anyway, interesting opening from Felipe of Fire, opening up with 3 farms, and still. Did he chop a wood? Looks like he did chop some wood at the beginning, right? I don't see the other tree. He does have plenty of wood left for another house, and the gold looks like the Akon Chapel will be around this place. Right next to the wood, next to the gold. House very far away from it. Meanwhile, Chief Music playing as the French. I will say the French is a tough one for Order of the Dragon here, just because of the tempo. I don't know how fast Order of the Dragon can actually leave the Feudal Age, and getting that spearman, that spearman, the first spearman out to defend against the knight, is gonna take some time. So I'm really curious how he will deal with this. Now the good thing for him is that he already have 3 farms, so his food is pretty much safe for now. Pretty much safe. Meanwhile, School of Cavalry already going up for the French. There's still some possibilities of harassment here next to the gold. Berries are also at the front, so that's definitely a spot he can think of harass with those knights. Akon Chapel already going up with 3 villagers. Now the question is if the French is gonna go for a second town center, or he's gonna go for a feudal aggression type of gameplay where just one town center and just keep pumping those knights until you cannot really harass your opponent. I guess that will depend a lot on how Felipeo fire defense. I don't think you want to go 2 town centers. You will let the Order of the Dragon actually go for a really fast castle as a response, probably. And then you're just gonna have a tough time because they get access to knights and crossbows. And it's just really hard to harass your opponent at that point. Lumber camp already here. School of Cavalry. First knight out. Let's see where he's going. Gotta finish this candy really fast. Outposts are already there for Felipeo, so looks like he's gonna play a little bit defensive for now. Not gonna be getting those spearmen. I don't know if he will plan to macro to that castle age. We will see. We will see how this plays out. The first knight is out, but so does the outpost. So it's gonna be really hard to harass. At most, you can cause some idle time, but not so without the cost of losing HP for your knights. So far, the only place you could try to harass is here in the back with the wood line. To be honest, a little wall is just more than enough for Order of the Dragon to stop that from happening. Looks like Chief Music gonna go there, manage to charge, but not enough. Looks like he will garrison on time. He's gonna get emplacements as well. Meanwhile, 3 knights are already on the field, and like I said, it's really not many places to harass. Still plenty of sheep. 5 sheep alive, and the carcass, I don't know how many carcass he has. 11 in total, so he's gonna be fine in his base for now. He has plenty of food to go to Castle Age, to be honest. Especially with the Akon Chapel, he's gonna be boosting that villager gathering rate. Looks like Blacksmith's going up for Chief Music, and he's gonna be thinking about staying in the Feudal Age for a longer time. We don't see any sign of archers yet. Potentially can think about, ramming this side, but looks like an outpost coming up, but the spearmen are already here for Felipeo fire. A single spearman against 2 knights. Gotta be careful not to lose this villager. And if this outpost goes up, it's gonna be really hard. Second spearman already there. Where is that? Oh, it's on the back. That's why I didn't notice the barracks, but a couple of spearmen can definitely take out these knights. And looks like one knight will go down, and another one as well. Looks like the outpost won't go up, but more knights came, managed to do a charge attack. Villager is still trying to build the outpost. And I don't know if this worth it at this point. Like, you're trading your knights that are really expensive, 240 resources, for just an outpost, and looks like it's gonna be cancelled, and the villager goes down, and looks like Felipeo Fire is gonna be able to deny the outpost for now. There's no villager around. Looks like he's gonna send another one. He's really committed for that. So you know what? French villager production, very, very nice. 17 seconds. Managed to do a charge, but not enough. Looks like another knight going down. That's really, really expensive. And the outpost still there. And the knight's just getting attacked by that that outpost and the spearman. And the villager without wheelbarrow just taking ages to arrive. Scout going down. But there is an outpost here, so you don't really need it for now. Scout going down as well for Jeff Music, so he's not gonna be able to have the vision he needs. Only have very, very little vision. Outpost about to go up and down at the same time. And looks like it's cancelled. Outpost is denied. And Felipeo Fire, it's already there with the answer. The Regnis Cathedral. 9 minutes. Beautiful defense coming from Felipeo Fire. Meanwhile, the archers are already arriving, but a little bit too late. And the villager will have to go back to the base with a walk of shame. Archers are gonna arrive, and Felipeo Fire can just upgrade those man-at-arms and just deal with all of them very quickly. They even do quite a lot of damage to those knights. Combined with the spearman can be a really deadly combo. And Felipeo Fire are already in the castle age. Loving the farm transition so far. Meanwhile, more units coming for Jeff Music. He's still ahead on the villager count, but just keep in mind these are Order of the Dragon villagers, so obviously they train slower. But the French obviously has the advantage here on the villager production speed. Another knight trying to harass. Managed to get a villager. Spearman already there. It looks like there are enough archers to take down the spearman. He backs off for the moment. This outpost is just saving Felipeo Fire from actually dying into those knights. Meanwhile, archers, very nice place coming from Jeff Music. It's gonna deny the monk from gathering that relic. Second outpost coming for Felipeo Fire, most likely with a sprinkling placement, and now the big boy is here. Single charge, almost one hit KO. And that's all you need. A single gilded knight to take down all those archers. They're just not gonna do anything here. They have 5 attack. They do 1 damage each. You're gonna have to throw him 400 arrows to kill that gilded knight. It's just not gonna happen. Jeep Music in a really tough position, to be honest. Very tough. Already having some barracks as an emergency response, just for those Gilded Knights. Not everything is lost for him. He still looks like he's macroing for going that Castle Age, but he will be forced to create some units. Still have some food in the bag, but those resources are about to get denied just because he's losing the map control. Before he was in control, but now his opponent is the one with a Gilded Knight and probably is thinking about going for those deer spots. More units coming here just to defend the exposed resource that the French have. And it's just a single Gilded Knight. Is this a fast Imperial? This really looks like it. I don't see more units coming for Filipeo Fire other than Spearmans, which are kind of cheap. You can potentially think about upgrading those to Veterancy and for the veteran version, and you're just gonna have a really good time. Meanwhile, Guildhall, it's on the way for the French. So despite having a rough start, I think he's still on the game. The question is, where does Filipeo will take it from now on? Is he trying to go Imperial? Or is he gonna fight in the Castle Age a bit? Wololo attempt, looks like he's gonna get the Spearman here. And gets the Spearman. That hurts, man. I mean, not the best conversion, you know? But we take it. Free stuff is the best stuff. At the same time, Filipeo are ready with 2 relics in the bank, 2 more coming home. And this one is gonna be a tough one to get, but he does have the army to contest it. Chief Music just playing really defensively for now, and looks like we're gonna have some crossbows on the field. Definitely a strong composition against those Gilded Knights. And the Spearman. And Spearman not upgraded yet. Veterans is coming soon for them. More crossbows will join the party soon. And Guildhall is already checked on food, so we're gonna be having a lot of food in the future. Potentially thinking about that Imperial Age, where pretty much the French can make a safe checkpoint where it's like, okay, you cannot kill me now. Because usually when you go fast Imperial with the French, the opponent just doesn't have the army to take down the Red Castle and the Red Palace and all the emplacements that go into your town centers. As a Spearman fight here, Veterancy comes right on time. Looks like these boys, I'm really curious about who's gonna win this fight. 2 Spearman left, and looks like Order of the Dragon is not gonna be good enough to take those ones. Second town center coming up for the French just to get back into the game. More Spearman coming up for Chief Music. Crossbows, nowhere to be found here. It's just gonna be the Spearman. Meanwhile, more upgrades coming for Filipeo. Farm transition stopped for the moment. He's getting those resources in the map. Actually, we're already 60 minutes into the game. We haven't checked the food per minute. All these farms are already giving 700 food. That's quite a lot, to be honest. Gilded Knights. One goes down. Those are really expensive. You don't want to lose those. And looks like some crossbowmen are also on the mix, as well as some Landknecht. 21 damage AoE. Which I believe the Lankanet here is just gonna do wonders. But these guys are like 99% fate, 1% probability. You need to take them down really fast. But I believe this is not an army that can take down a Lankanet that fast. Look at this guy! Oh no, that's a Spearman, that's a Spearman. There you go, Lankanet already here. Look at these boys. And Felipe with the numbers. The Lankanet should never be afraid of all those Spearmen. Look at the Lankanet, all the damage that it does. Crossbowman focusing on another crossbow, but the Lankanet is still alive. Another Lankanet coming here. Look at that, all AoE damage from the Lankanet. Last one, range armor just coming soon. And the Lankanet just doing a last hit. And all the Lankanet go down. They are really expensive. Spearman gonna go there for a raid. Managed to find some villagers. Now Jeff Music actually not in the worst spot. He really had a rough start. And now he has 71 villagers. Indeed, he's in a position where he cannot lose yet. Meanwhile, Sacred Site's already here. The problem is Felipe Fire is on 4 relics, which means his gold income is just gonna be very, very good. He's gonna go for that farm transition, already have plenty of production, so he's gonna be massing Lankanet now apparently. No knights coming from Jeff Music apparently. It's just not gonna be risking those royal knights into this army. I find it personally super hard to deal with those gilded units. Outpost gonna go up for Felipe Fire just next to the farms. Love it. Gonna be intersecting with the other outposts, so you can get the emplacements in those, and basically you have like a triangle where this choke point wherever you want to harass the economy, you get attacked by all the outposts. Looks like Jeff not really risking taking a fight against those units. 900 foot here. Still long way to go Imperial, so I don't think it's in his plans for now. It's just gonna be trying to protect those resources. No stone mine for Jeff Music, so these resources can be potentially be denied if you don't put a keep. Especially you want to put a keep in the big gold vein. The big gold vein will pretty much guarantee that you go Imperial with your farms already here. It's just gonna be easier for you. Because I believe the French will get a huge spike on the Imperial Age, not so much in the Castle Age. Crossbows dealing with those Lankanet. But there are too many. 3 Lankanet left, but crossbows doing quite a lot of damage. And the Lankanet not in the right position. They should just go directly into the crossbows. And now all the Lankanet are down, and looks like Jeff Music evening things out. But Felipe Fire about to hit the Imperial Age. And things are just gonna change from now on. I believe he does have the... Yeah, there you go. 960 gold. He does have enough. And Palace of Suabia going up in the back of the base. Very, very safe next to a keep. Next to an outpost, I should say. At the same time, Jeff Music attacking at the right time. It's gonna be pushing into this army, but the problem is these outposts. No emplacement in this outpost yet. But you don't really want to get inside the Holy Roman economy. Gilded crossbows doing quite a lot of damage here. And looks like he will go back for now. And Palace of Suabia already there for Felipe Fire. Meanwhile, French still with 96 economic units. It's in a really good position economically. Farm transition, very, very good for him. so he's not gonna slow down his army. He can potentially grab the food from here, save some gold, 800 gold. In 2 minutes he can hit Imperial Age. And then just things are just gonna change quite drastically at that point. More production here. And blacksmith upgrades, +2 range armor coming up for Filipeo. Cannon emplacements at the front of the base used to be really safe. And now the villagers are just gonna start pumping here every 8 seconds from the Palace of Swabia. Walls coming up for GIF Music. So far no stone here, so gold still have the possibility of getting denied. And the good thing for him is that gold is in the same place. The bad thing is if this spot gets denied, all the gold gets denied as well. Guildhall still haven't grabbed the food yet. Wheelbarrow just getting into GIF Music after 22 minutes into the game. Meanwhile, Elite Spearman coming for Felipeo, as well as +3 range armor and Cupulation, 50% more resources for the gold. Pretty much like the... What's the name of this landmark from the Mongols? The... It's not the other one that is not the Kurultai. Oh my god, I forgot the name. I just give you more percentage, but the landmark give you 50%. This one only 25, so it's still quite a lot. It's still quite a lot of resources. Look at that, 24. Oh my god, that's juicy. That's a juicy income. Felipeo already there with the hand cannoneers, and GIF Music knows that he can't keep up with the Imperial Age here. So there's no point on going. And he taps out. Very good game. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Filipeo. Step readout. There you go. That's the name. Step readout. Oh man. All right. And I need another candy. So guys, what do you think about this idea about the community games? This was my first, like, I had this idea in mind. Obviously, I'm still thinking about how to organize things a little bit. Just because I'm alone here, it's very hard to, you know, manage like different screens and everything. Probably thinking about getting those stream decks, which are really handy, and just press the button. That's it. But yeah, a little bit messy, but anyway, just getting started. Probably thinking about doing those on the weekend. I don't know on weekdays, but in the weekend could be as well, if you enjoy them. In any case, guys, thank you so much for watching. I know it's a short stream. We have little games today, very little games. Hopefully in the future we can have more. If you want to share your games, just feel free to join the Discord. The link in the description, or in the is pinned here in the comments. So if you want to share a game, just put it there. Maybe next time I can take a look at it, and hopefully you had fun. I did, for sure. Love watching your games, different types of levels. And yeah. So guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye and take care.